What happens when you win, right? You get to sleep a little bit later the next morning, but the work starts immediately because there's a meeting on Monday of the county committee, and there's going to be a meeting, I think,
Monday the 20th.
I think Monday the 20th, and I think there's a meeting this Thursday of the district leaders. And so I think that there's stuff that starts right away. And one of the things that I said I was going to do, and I mean this, is that I'm going to really try and change the way we do things in this district and hopefully create a model for other districts. Brooklyn is one of the only boroughs, I mean there are only 5, but we're one of 2 boroughs, that decides to combine state committee and district leader into one office. And the practical effect of that is to give the county leader and elected officials much more control over what district leaders / state committee people do, because they're more dependent. They have to run a whole assembly district by themselves, so they're dependent on the elected officials who have war chests to help them do the things they need to do. They're dependent on their clubs in ways that aren't healthy. If we're going to have checks and balances, and if we're going to have the outreach that we need to have, we need more people involved, not less. In Manhattan, in the Bronx, in Queens, they subdivide the ADs, and each subdivision has a male and female district leader, and then there are also the 2 state committee people for the AD. So one of the things I will pursue, and I don't care whether my co-leader wants it or not, I will have deputy district leaders, I will have assistant district leaders, I will have building captains, I will have floor captains. We will find a way to spread out and empower people so that we get the feedback, we diffuse that responsibility, and make this district really come alive. Gowanus houses, Wyckoff houses, and Warren Street houses are developments. They are low-income developments in this island of relative affluence, not affluence, but relative affluence. And the types of issues that folks deal with in NYCHA housing every day are issues that none of us have to deal with. They are not being represented the way they should, and I will give Steve Levin and his staff credit that they've paid more attention to them than anybody had for years. But it's not enough. They have to be empowered. And right now, it's the old political game of this faction versus that faction. We can't do that. So I'm telling you right now, the work starts tomorrow, and many of you in this room, particularly if you live in the 52nd, I'm going to be calling on you to try and help me create this new model and get your ideas and do things. And this doesn't mean we're going to make CBID the 52nd AD structure. CBID is CBID. We need to create a model that's going to work for really mobilizing a district. Remember, in 2 years, new lines. The district changes. It's not going to look like this. And you can bet that after Vito looks at these numbers, Chris Owens is probably not going to be drawn into the 52nd again. But we're not dwelling on that. We're not dwelling on that. We're going to dwell on the fact that we have an opportunity and a responsibility. And the responsibility is to show that all those people who asked us at the polling sites, what is state committee? What is district leader? Why on earth would you want this job? It's thankless, blah, blah. All those people will know next time that we did something, and we did something meaningful. I will give credit to Olenike Alabe in the 57th for taking some of the steps that need to be taken to keep community leaders and community activists informed of different